need a lot of money to invest. That's the beauty of it.
Okay.
Some of it's like the easy equity. They allow you to trade in portions of a share. So even if I have 200 Rand for my birthday present, I can still trade. I can still invest.
Welcome to Breaking Down Markets, the show where we make financial concepts simple, relevant, and informative. In our previous episode, we unpacked what investing really means, and today we are taking a step further by exploring the people who make investing possible. I'm your host, Sithole, and in today's episode, we are breaking down a concept that normally confuses young people, which is brokers. So, what exactly do they do? Who are they? How do they work? And why are they so important in the investment world? I spoke to Helina Andhee, head of trading at the JSE, to answer this and many more questions. She explained that brokers are intermediary members of the JSE that provide you and me a platform to trade in the market. Let's take a look. If I want to start investing, where do I actually get access to them? Where do I get them?
Yes, I guess that's a good question. The easiest access, I think, if you have a bank account, is to ask your bank if they allow, if you have a platform, and actually most of them do, that allows you to access the market. And then you can start there by saying, okay, I'm going to put, and you don't need a lot of money to invest. That's the beauty of it. Some of it's like the easy equity. They allow you to trade in portions of a share. So even if I have 200 Rand for my birthday present, I can still trade. I can still invest. If I like Naspers, or if I like MTN, or if I like, I can still get exposure to that.
So now let's talk about the relationship that the middleman has with the JSE, for example. The relationship that they have, what does it look like? What do they actually do on a day-to-day basis together?
Right. So the relationship, it's just simply a client and service provider relationship, whereby the JSE is a service provider. And the client will be that particular broker. And there are fees that they pay for trading. So there's trading fees. They pay the JSE. And on top of that, they would then charge the retail client, between you and I, another fee to cover for their cost of trading on the exchange.
But now, they are the middleman, but how do they actually make money?
Sure.
I'm very interested in that aspect. Do they make money from the commissions they make from us as clients, or from you as a JSE?
So yes, that's a very good question. So I think you summarized it. You have it. So they charge a commission. So I don't know if you even invested in like funds, like exchange traded funds or any funds, but you would see there is a line there where they state their commission. It's in percentage. So as a broker, the way that I make money is I charge my clients a certain commission rate on those trades that I'm gonna, and it's based on, so for example, if I'm investing 100 Rand, and if I'm a broker, I'm charging 1%. Okay, that's extreme. People don't charge that much, but 1%, then I will have to give 1 Rand as a fee to the broker that I'm trading with, and the 99 then will get invested in the market.
I see.
Or you're going to put 101 Rand, invest 100 Rand and pay the 1 Rand.
I see. But I've heard a lot of people say that I'm studying towards being a lawyer, an accountant, a doctor, or an engineer, but I've never heard anyone saying that I'm studying towards becoming a broker. So where do they actually study, and what qualifications do they actually need to become a broker?
Right. I think if I take my own example, it was a very random process. But ultimately, you just need to be passionate about the market. And it starts at a young age. Or it can start at any point in time, I guess. But throughout your school, you must just be interested in stocks, what's happening, what are companies, how they're valued. And so that's the first aspect. You need to be interested, and you can just listen to, any financial news to see what's happening locally, overseas, are the markets up, down, what drives the market. And so that's the first thing, is the passion. And in terms of skills that you're going to learn at university, what's always good is mathematical skills. There's no set of, lots of people study finance, etc. But like I did stats, and I was a trader for most of my career.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the JC for 1 year, but there is no set rule, honestly. You just have, I guess, to have an affinity for numbers in general.
I do have friends who are forex traders and so forth. So in the past, I'll hear them say, I need to check in with my broker. My broker needs to do this and do that, right? But how does an individual ensure that a broker is credible or licensed?
So there is the fiduciary duty to always execute at your best, right? So whether it's just a relationship of trust. So for example, if I'm banking with, I don't know, any of the local banks, and I trust them, I like them, so there's no reason why. It's just a matter of relationship. When it comes to like institution, like big orders, they will give it to a broker that they can trust, that they know that they can handle the order, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I have this question. Beyond individual investors, right? What role do brokers play in keeping the market functioning? So the world is changing, markets are changing. We are in an AI sort of driven world, right? Are brokers still relevant?
Well, yeah, that's the question that we all ask ourselves. And I guess now with the whole algo trading. So what is algo? It's basically all brokers will have access to some sort of, trying to be in a simple word, trading help or trading aid, like algorithm to help them trade. And there's different metrics that you get measured as a broker or as a trader. So for example, if I'm an individual client or retail client, as we put it, and if I want to buy stock at the current limit price, so I will put a limit order through the market via my broker. I will give them an instruction, right? And that broker has to follow that instruction. Or if I tell them, okay, trade throughout the day and try to get the average of the traded price. So the broker will try their best, and they have those algorithms to help them in some cases. And that's where AI, because there's always recalibration of their models to try and make the algo better. Because there are so many algos now in the market that, they are efficient. And if you don't use the algo, you might, and if you're trying to trade something manually in the market, you might deviate from the price of the average.
And in your experience in the years that you've been a trader and so forth, are there any trends? Do you see any trends changing in terms of like the relationship that brokers have with individuals? Are there less people consulting with brokers because now they're using DIY platforms, or you seeing an increase of people relating with brokers?
I think, yeah, definitely. I think there is a big shift towards, because the information is so readily available, you have so much of research out there. You can use ChatGPT to find out about any company, summary, etc. So there is that, less of an intermediation happening from the broker. Before, it was very, very high, what we call high touch, where you would give, your broker will do the actual trading for you because, that's just how it was. But now, as a retail investor, we are so empowered because we can actually do it ourselves. We have access to great research. We know what we want. So yeah, it's getting more and more low touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
But would you still advise young people to work with a broker, or?
There's no other way.
Okay.
Let me just put it that way, because remember, you can't access the JSE directly as a retail.
Okay.
You have to go via a broker. A broker can either trade on your behalf, so they'll have traders, or they will give you like a DMA for you to trade yourself.
Okay. Before I let you go, what advice do you have for young people who want to start investing in general? Yeah.
Okay. All I can tell you is that you need to invest as early as possible, even with 50 Rand, 100 Rand, because it's the power of compounding, right? And the earlier you start, the quicker you accumulate, everything. It's just like a snowball effect. So you must just not be scared, I'm going to start investing when I've saved, I don't know, 1,000 Rand. I think that's the biggest myth. You start early, put that birthday money, put that, Christmas money, whatever it is, just put it in the stock market or wherever you feel comfortable to invest. and that watch that money grow from a very young age. It's amazing the power of compounding over the years. I wish I did that earlier, because I started investing when I started working. So yeah, that's the only advice I could give.
Yeah. Well, you had that, the power of compounding. Thank you so much, Helina, for joining us today. We truly appreciate it.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you, Sally.
That's where we're going to leave it for today. Until we see you next time on the Breaking Down Markets podcast. Love you. Goodbye.